What is up, guys? Welcome back to another video. My name is Nash, and in this video I'm going to be talking about target versus non-target schools when it comes to finance. Now, if you've been around a bunch of people that work in finance, or people that are finance majors, or people that are planning to be finance majors, one of the big things that they like to talk about is target schools. I want to go to a target school. So essentially, target schools help you have a lot more resources, a bigger alumni network, allows you to have, these connections, and also companies you like to recruit at these target schools. That's why they're called target schools, because they're targeted by companies for recruiting talent. Now, someone has got to say, not everyone is going to be able to go to a target schools. I think most people don't go to target schools. But if you talk to finance people, that's all they talk about. And a lot of people feel like failures when they don't go to a target schools, or they feel like there's no future or there's no hope when they don't go to a target school. So in this video, I want to talk about what you could do if you went to a non-target school. Okay, there's one thing you got to do. It's called being proactive, right? If you go to a school where companies aren't coming to recruit, you have to be proactive to get recruited, because you're not coming to look for you. So you have to go look for them. So one of the first things that fall under the umbrella of being proactive is going to be networking, right? And when I say networking, I'm not talking about going to these events every week or every 2 days and meeting random people. I want to keep this very simple. Networking starts on LinkedIn. Okay. What you could do on LinkedIn, let's say you're a finance major, second year in college. How do you find people to network with? Go to your school's page, look at the people that graduated from the school or people that are in that school, and you can literally look at their work experience. You can even see their major, right? So that's all you have to do. Go to the school, go to the people following that school, and look for someone with the same major as you. You might even find someone who graduated, and you kind of like see the career path that they took. And there's going to be thousands of people if you're going to like a state school or something like that. And you can kind of like have an idea of like, okay, this might be my future. This is the way to go. And you can also reach out to those people, and you'd be surprised to know that these people are more than willing and happy to help. Now, if you're not the type of person who, reach out to people on LinkedIn, you can consider joining organizations like professional organizations. When I was in college, I joined a business fraternity where we had alumni who would come and do workshops, teach us how to write our resumes. We have like mock interviews. I also joined the investment society, where they were teaching us how to invest, how to value stocks and things like that, and look at companies. So you can join these organizations where you have access to these alumni that come back and try to help people that are within that organization. Now, the second point under being proactive is gaining relevant experience. Now, one of the biggest misconceptions that a lot of people have is they think that they're supposed to have internships from these huge companies, right? These top firms. That's not the case. What you need is experience. This could be, you can even do like freelance stuff. Like you could go on Fiverr or whatever website you want to use. Let's say you do financial modeling, or you do, these different things that are related to finance or whatever you want to get into within finance. You can use that as experience. Those are things that you can talk about during your interview. Because if you're doing an interview, they're going to look at the things on your resume and kind of like ask questions. This is where you can weave in that relevant experience that you gained from that internship or that part-time job that you had in finance. You can literally do data processing, right? These are things you can talk about in the interview. These are things that you gain experience while doing. And if you are in college, you can even join organizations on campus where they allow you to gain experience. Like I said before, I joined the investment society at my university, and I was able to actually trade with real money. We're competing, valuing companies and trying to get investors to invest in those companies. Those are things that I was able to talk about in my interview. So gaining relevant experience is not only connected to getting an internship at a top firm. It could be a part-time job. It could be freelance stuff. It could be an organization that you join on campus that allows you to build skills which you can add to your experience. All right, so the next one is kind of like connected to gaining relevant experience, which is certifications. If you're able to, let's say, do a course online where you could get a certification, maybe in Microsoft Excel, go ahead and do that. That is experience that you can put on your resume and talk about. So if you have a specific area in finance that you want to get into, I'm pretty sure you can find a certification that you can pursue, and then you can add that to your resume and you can talk about it as something that is something that you have experience in. The next one is going to be sharpening your technical skills. This is something that you can't lie on the resume. This is something that you cannot just wish you knew how to do. You need to have that technical skill, and I'm talking about advanced Microsoft Excel skills. I'm talking about data analytics. I'm talking about, these different things that are valued in finance. And obviously, this is going to be relative to the area in finance that you want to get into. Having these technical skills is going to separate you from a lot of people. Last one is going to be leveraging university resource centers. Now, most colleges have these centers that might be known by different names, but where I went to school, it was called the Student Success Center. This was a center that nobody went to. When you go there, you'd see maybe two people. But what they used to do is you can bring your resume and they can review it. They can give you some pointers. They can, edit it for you. Or if you had an interview, you could do mock interviews. You can schedule that with some of the counselors that were in there. And the most surprising thing is like a lot of people never use that resource, and I'm pretty sure it's a common trend amongst a lot of these universities that have that resource. Make sure you are using those resources because 9 times out of 10 you're being charged for those resources within your tuition. Going to a non-target university makes people feel hopeless, but I'm here to tell you that you don't have to feel that way. You just have to be proactive. You have to put in a little extra effort than someone who went to a target school. So that's pretty much it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.